Happy Thanksgiving, World Wide Web. I'm Dr. Shado, the internet personality of the best bird. I mean, seriously, I brine that shit. It's delicious. Anyway, it's time to review a movie. Thanksgiving is actually one of my favorite holidays, truth be told. Having one day out of the year to not be hungry will do that to you. But I've always been disappointed by the lack of overtly Thanksgiving-themed movies to review. At least in the genres I tend to stick to. And except maybe in Doom 3 when you're fighting demons on Mars as an arcade machine of Super Turbo Turkey Puncher 3. But there is one very easy go-to movie for Thanksgiving-themed horror. ThanksKilling. And honestly, I tried pretty hard to avoid this one. Not that I have very high standards for what I will watch, but honestly, how many reviews for ThanksKilling have you already seen this month? It's one of those movies that just gets passed around a lot. But this year, I figured, just do it now so I don't get any more requests to do it in the future. In any case, ThanksKilling is a super low-budget horror flick about a demonic turkey who roams the land killing. And when I say low budget, I mean it. The DVD case itself brags that the movie was made for $3,500. But that honestly just makes me wonder. I mean, is it low budget like The Asylum, where they keep it as cheap as possible to maximize profits? Or like Trauma, where they just don't have that many funds, but they give it their all? So let's take a look at ThanksKilling and find out. The movie opens up to titties! This would be Wanda Lust, playing the role of Naked Pilgrim, also serving as the classic horror movie kill before the opening credits.
Nice tits, bitch.
Wasting no time introducing the monster for this movie, Turkey, played by Jordan Downey, who was also the writer, a producer, and the director. Well, that's one way to save money. Matter of fact, I think I gotta get in touch with these guys and figure out how to stretch $1, because these opening credits ain't badly done either. Music's okay too, which, if my sources are right, is the work of General Bastard. And sure, I've only had a few days to Google it, but I can't find any other name for General Bastard other than General Bastard. You can see why I was looking for other names. After the opening credits give way, we find ourselves witnessing college students leaving school for a Thanksgiving break, introducing the main players for this movie, including Johnny, the jock, played by Lance Predmore, and Billy, the Billy, played by Aaron Ringizer Carlson.
Show those puppies up, don't see your nasty titties. Woo.
I'm trying to get Allie to show her big old tigos.
Alright.
Yeah!
Okay, fuck it, the review's gonna get some Decker nipples as well. The Ditz with Tits is Ali, played by Natasha Cordova, and the other lady is Kristen, played by Lindsay Anderson. That's not all, though. They're also joined by Billy's geeky friend Darren, played by Ryan E. Francis.
Yo, what's up, man? My name's Johnny.
Hey, Johnny.
Who also played Camping Victim in the Biker Warrior Babe vs. the Zombie Babies from Hell. That doesn't have anything to do with anything, but I just really wanted to say the title of that movie. They chat for a bit, revealing that Johnny has been benched ever since an injury, but as usual the character development is just here for flavor, and is extremely stilted and awkward, but I think that's what they were going for, so I don't think I should be mad. Anyhow, after they take to the road, we suddenly switch over to General Bastard, who not only composed music for this movie, but plays the role of the hermit, Oscar, for about 10 seconds, then is back to our group of teens on the road.
So guys, I was thinking, since it's Thanksgiving and all that, we should go around and say what we're thankful for.
I watch movies and get paid. 40,000 subs is just around the corner. If you want to know what I'm thankful for, you better be free for the next week and a half.
Gay. No. Not gay at all, Billy.
Oh, that is right. I still do need to do more work with creepy. Johnny means that Thanksgiving is about family, and happily reminisces about throwing a football around with his father, who sadly doesn't love him anymore since he got benched for his injury. Billy is also thankful for his family, but Darren decides, fuck it, Thanksgiving is but once a year, let's go crazy.
I'm gonna go skinny dipping without any clothes on. I'm gonna ghost ride the whip, man. Woo! I'm gonna have sex with someone in this car.
Well, at least he's open-minded about it. Technically, Allie is Johnny's girlfriend. I mean, if he wanted to be that strict, he'd just be sitting there like, hey, Kristen, we fucking. Besides, Allie's the biggest slut in the movie and she's not interested, so we instead jump back to General Bastard, where his dog, Flashy, played by Jake, has run off and found an odd ancient Indian sacred ground. So, naturally...
Flashy! Hey, boy!
Yeah, there counts as desecration. Didn't even need the flaming dog pee from A Nightmare on Elm Street 4. Which brings Turkey back from the dead to be peed on.
I'm pissed.
count has started. Pre-credit porn stars don't count, but doggies, they're worth at least as much as 3 children. Enough of that, though. We need to introduce more characters. Cheryl, played by Pat Love, and her husband, Sheriff Roud, played by Chuck Lamb.
That coffee tastes like shit! What'd you do, take a dump in it?
As a matter of fact, I sure did.
You might want to cut back on the Metamucil. Unsurprisingly, Cheryl wants a divorce and leaves the movie, never to be seen again. However, a quick phone call later, and we learn that the sheriff is actually Kristen's father, and therefore integral to her Thanksgiving plans to spend time with her family.
Are you gonna be able to go with me to the annual Policeman's Thanksgiving Ball tonight?
Sure, yeah.
Great! Oh, by the way, your stepmama left me. Love you, bye.
Sweet! More pie for me with less fecal matter baked into it. There's a problem with that plan to go to the ball, though. Not only do they drive so long the sun goes down, but the car breaks down, leaving them stranded at the side of the road with nothing to do but get ready for the horror movie.
We got tents and beer. Let's party here tonight.
Yeah, that sounds awesome!
Fucking bugs and no electricity, yeah! Fortunately, all this broken down car needs is a night to cool off, making this camping break the perfect cure. However...
Crawberg.
Don't ask me, I checked Google Maps. It ain't there.
You're trying to tell me that you don't know what Crawberg is?
No. I mean, it sounds like a Cajun-themed professional wrestler, but I'm pretty sure that's not it. Actually, it's the key to the backstory of this movie, which Darren happens to know. It seems that old Feathercloud here was dishonored in some unnamed fashion by one of the Pilgrims, a possible ancestor of Billy, but that really doesn't matter that much anyway, because Feathercloud's curse was for all whites, and his means of revenge was to bring a turkey back from the dead.
Roamed the earth every 505 years, killing the first humans he made contact with.
It's way too long. I mean, yeah, Christopher Columbus tripped across America in 1492, but the settlers of Plymouth didn't arrive until 1620. Point is, this turkey is a monster and kills everyone in its path. Not that anyone believes this tale of sorrow and stuffing.
It's a pretty famous story. Turkeyologists all over the world know it as ThanksKilling.
They kicked around the idea of extravakill for a while, but they decided against an Easter-themed horror movie. Not only that, but it's going to be exactly 505 years from then, in 45 minutes. Ignoring, of course, the fact that Turkey already rose from the dead earlier today and killed a dog.
Your dog had an accident.
What the hell? What kind of accident?
Well, I took this here axe and I accidentally cut him.
Yeah, Turkey's a bit of a smartass. He's kind of a mix between Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, and a club sandwich. General Bastard shoots at Turkey, but we still got far too much movie to go here, so he misses. No bother, we gotta see how the teens are doing anyway.
Shit, I forgot to call my dad.
That's right, she was supposed to go to the ball tonight. Oh well. She can't get a signal here, though, so she runs off into the woods alone to find one. The problem is she also finds something weird sneaking around in the bushes, freaking her out.
I'll see you tomorrow. We'll go to that banquet together.
Be careful.
Well, I guess you could just change the day it was supposed to take place on. Much like I've been doing with my upload schedule as of late. So her father knows she's okay. The only problem is, she isn't. The undead killer turkey ancient Indian curse is real and here to kill her.
Shut the fuck up!
Ah, yes. Please do. He is the director. You're supposed to listen to him about things like this. Her rather impressive vocals do give her the chance to escape and tell the guys back at camp the legend of the killer turkey is true!
Wow, Kristen. You're like almost as dumb as I am.
Yeah, it was just a story, Kristen. I doubt it's even true.
I honestly feel kind of stupid here today, summarizing the movie's plot like this. Can I just say, hey, it's a generic horror movie plot and go eat some pie? Point is, no one believes her, even after a rabbit suddenly jumps and is roasted alive on the campfire. However, the following morning...
Who the hell are you?
You just call me your guardian angel, kid.
General Bastard swoops in to save their lives. Off screen, so he has to stick around and explain it. He points out that the killer turkey who killed his dog was after them, but it's cool, they're safe now. Billy doesn't quite believe him until he learns that the monster took a shit on him while he slept. This still goes nowhere though, so they hop to fixing the car up and explaining away the whole night as just their imaginations gone wild.
I'm sorry about the things I said last night. I guess I was just a little freaked out, you know?
Is it bad acting? Or is it acting to sound like bad acting, which makes it good acting because it's so bad? But with the group getting away in the car, it seems Turkey is going to have to hitch a ride to keep up. Or, better yet,
Please give Mommy a kiss and tell her that
Grand Thanksgiving. If GTA 5 gets some Thanksgiving-themed DLC for the online mode, it better look exactly like this. Anyway, somehow it takes the group until nightfall to drive everyone to their respective homes, which is really making me wonder how in the hell they live so far from school, but after they drop Ollie off, Johnny returns home to his family and his father, who hates him for being benched. Ah, well, it's Thanksgiving, so it's time to bring the family together.
I did it. I'm the starting quarterback for the Tritons.
You are?
Yeah.
Good going, son.
And nothing works like some good old-fashioned lying. And not like it really matters all that much anyway.
Ugh, enough of this bloody crap.
Dad! Dad!
Go team, Johnny.
And on the plus side, at least he died happy. At the hands of a killer turkey. Or wings. Not only this, but Johnny's mother was taken out as well. But not Johnny himself, there's too much movie left to go. Therefore, he runs back to Billy's home and collects all the rest of the group. Well, everyone except Ali in any case.
Pink pumpkin pie.
Yeah, she's Johnny's girlfriend, but well, let's just say she's into open relationships. As such, she probably won't mind Turkey here cutting in and taking over for miscellaneous penis number 38.
You just got stuffed.
Damn. After Kristen's astonishing performance, that scream was incredibly underwhelming. By the time her friends reach her place, it's too late. Nothing but dead bodies and a gravy-flavored condom wrapper. So they must act quickly. Darren thinks that a book on killer turkeys might help, but it's too late to go to the library now. Fortunately, Kristen mentions her father has a massive amount of books at home, so that's their best bet. However...
Yellow there! Yellow!
Like a good slasher villain, Turkey is one step ahead. Accidentally, considering he's actually stopped by to kill Kristen, but she's not home right now. Thus, there's nothing for him but an awkward conversation with the sheriff all dressed up for that Thanksgiving ball. Figuring the running time is better spent elsewhere, Turkey decides to leave.
Man, what an odd little duck.
Alright, that does it.
And I'm just left trying to figure out that the Thanksgiving ball was yesterday, but then today. But today is so late that even the libraries are closed, but there's still plenty of time before the ball even starts, so... fuck it, whatever. The point is when the group finally reaches the sheriff.
You look different.
Oh,
Oh, you got a haircut.
yeah.
I guess I gotta tack on Leatherface as another aspect of this butterball. The kids are predictably dumb, but don't tell Turkey the reason they want the books is to fend off an evil killer turkey. Thus, he lets them in to dig through the book collection in search of an answer. Funnily enough, they find one detailing the curse of the killer turkey and how to stop it. That is, if you're up on your trigonometry braculus.
It's a mathematical code, so I think I can crack it. No, I know I can crack it.
God, I hate books.
If only we lived in the distant future where ancient secrets of how to defeat evil can be found on DVD! Screw reading and math, Billy wants some food, so he leaves the group, only to find out that the truth is that Turkey killed Kristen's father and stole his face! Learning their host is in fact the killer bird, they confront him, and hear the same backstory about how Billy's ancestor disgraced the Indians and therefore white people have to die.
We gave your people land, and we let you have casinos. Doesn't that make up for what our ancestors did?
It almost did, but it didn't.
You forgot to throw in hookers and blow. And now you'll pay. But the book told them that there's a talisman on Turkey that makes him invulnerable, so they just grab him and pull it off. Now they have to kill him. After they find him again, because he's run off. And it looks like their resident nerd still needs to crack that part of the code, so Billy heads off in search of food while Darren deciphers the secrets of the ancients.
We need to burn him at the stake, just like a witch. And then we need to say a demonic prayer in unison, backwards. Just the usual thing.
Yeah, that is how math class usually ended in my school. It also seems the demonic turkey has a teepee it hides in while off screen. Or if it's not there.
He's killing one of your friends.
Alright, best excuse I've had to go on an unfriending spree on Facebook. Or better yet, leave the friends list intact. As the only one who has broken off of the main group is Billy, naturally Turkey is stalking him, fooling the man into eating a specter of a cartoon turkey. But in actuality...
Gobble gobble, motherfucker!
He dies when Turkey bursts out of his chest. Which is probably my favorite kill in the movie. I'm a sucker for a good alien reference. This means that when the group finds him, he's fucking dead. Or dying. Dying by the side of the road so it can be extra sad when Darren has to watch his best friend in the whole world die in his arms. So tragic, in fact, they made a song about it.
You were my friend. You got killed by a turkey. Who's not my friend?
Gotta say I wasn't expecting that. I mean, it was a bit different in Poultrygeist. The weird part was when they had the big stretch of movie where they weren't singing. So now Darren is pissed and ready to take out Turkey. Fortunately, they find the teepee very quickly and already have a plan.
All you have to do is go into the back, sneak up on him, nail him, and tie him up with this rope.
So I'm doing all the work.
Hey, you're like the best character in the movie. It's your job to be the action hero. Interestingly enough, the plan actually works, and they tie Turkey up while reciting the incantation to strip him of his invulnerability. That means they just have to burn him at the stake. Except he slips out of his binds.
So long, suckers!
Not this time, asshole.
Oh, fuck.
Well, gunshots are pretty hot, so I guess that works too. Thus, General Bastard saves the day. Except for one thing they forgot to take into account. It turns out Turkey flew into a trash can full of radioactive waste! In reality, this should mean that he's very dead now, but not in B-movie land he isn't. Instead, Turkey becomes a radioactive super undead turkey, and moves in to finish off the kids, starting with Darren. And the gore effects, they aren't horrible. I mean, it's not exactly super high quality, but considering the budget especially, it sits somewhere between Trauma and James Rolfe's high school projects, which is still entertaining. The point is, Darren is fucking dead. But it's okay, he's with Billy now. Or lying in a pool of his own blood with his insides on the outside.
Kristen, he's...
Yes, I've been waiting all movie for Johnny to get his. I mean, yeah, the acting's supposed to be bad, but he did boring far too well. Joke's on me because being stabbed by an electric carving knife doesn't kill the motherfucker. At least not yet. He's left alive long enough to be pulled into a shed where he can provide Christy with the all-important lighter so that she might be able to save herself from Turkey.
Oh, my feathers are fucking melting!
Thus, Turkey is destroyed! I mean, seriously, the puppet was annihilated in the production of this movie. The only part that still remains to this day is, like, the head part of the head. I don't know, something involving the head, that's it. Thankfully, Johnny is also lost to us, but even flaming Turkey is still on the warpath. Thus, one thwack with a baseball bat into an incredibly convenient bonfire later, and the curse is finally lifted, leaving Kristen as the sole survivor of ThanksKilling. However, before we go, we see a family getting ready to enjoy Thanksgiving, reciting a somewhat different incantation over the freshly prepared corpse of a turkey.
Amen.
Do I smell a sequel? Biatch!
It's just a silly thing to do. I mean, come on, set up a sequel to this? I mean, it's not like they just ran a successful Kickstarter for over $100,000 to fund a sequel straight they delivered on in 2012. Or they didn't know the fuck it. The point is, that was ThanksKilling. And it's bad. Which is good. It's supposed to be bad. So it's good. Because it's bad. ThanksKilling is one of those movies that's really hard to rate because its entire point is to appeal to fans of low-budget cheese and those who get a kick out of bad acting. There's no point in complaining that the turkey puppet was an obvious puppet and you know that someone's got their hand up its ass, because that's the entire point. So on the basis of did the creators make what they set out to do, I'd say yes, but then we get into the question of how well they pulled it off, and that also becomes hard to gauge. Really good performances and special effects might score it lower in that regard, and I'm back to pacing in front of a mirror giving myself the stink eye trying desperately to review this turkey. I'll say this, going in, I wanted to know if this movie was like The Asylum or like Trauma. In terms of low-budget filmmaking, I have to say it came off a lot more like a Trauma film. Not just because of the crude humor and ridiculous plot, but the fact that it looked like the actors enjoyed themselves while making this movie. Strangely enough, ThanksKilling is a labor of love, and it shows. That's not to say it's without its flaws, even the intended ones. At only an hour long, a lot goes into very little time, but there's several points in the movie where things slow down. Conversations between Johnny and Kristen in particular. The deliveries are dry and awkward. I think they were going for that, but the fact is it still makes quite a few scenes very boring to watch. Overall, ThanksKilling is a cheap, low-budget production about a killer turkey. You knew that already, but there's not really many secrets to be said about this. What you see is what you get. It's great for fans of schlock, but even so, the middle of the movie can feel like a chore to sit through because of how good the bad acting can be. Coming in at 2 turkeys and teepees tossing tatsoi out of 5. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got dead animals to consume. Thank you all for watching. I've been Shado. And remember, before you burn your demonic turkey at the stake, brine them. I mean, seriously, they stay moist and the flavors that they give it, mwah!
How old are you?
510 years old.
Fuck it then, I guess you can say.